एक है, ये दूसरा। ज़्यादा लेवल तो नहीं है?
नहीं ठीक है।
छोड़ें, 1 मिनट रुके ना।
ये वाला।
अच्छा, एक लेफ्ट एक राइट आ रहा है।
नहीं ये नहीं है, ये यार इसी के हैं लेवल।
बस ठीक है। तो मैं इसको ठीक हो गया। जो काम हो रहा है बीच में ज़रा रिलैक्स करना, बस सारा फोकस तोड़ देते हैं यार आप लोगों को। अब क्लैरिटी है
किसकी?
महमूद साहब, किस मूड में आए हुए हैं आज आप?
सारी बैटिंग
तो आप लोगों को क्लैरिटी होगी है सारे रूल्स पे?
हाँ इंशाल्लाह, वो बता दिया उन्होंने, उसका भी बता दिया, ब्रोन गोल्डन सिल्वर। उन्होंने चल उनकी जगह वही कर सकता है जो नीचे वाला नहीं कर सकता। उसके अलावा वो सर्चिंग, वो एक ओवर वाला 8 से लेके 16 वो भी पता बता दिया है।
आपको
टाइम आउट टाइम का भी बता, 30 सेकंड का
ठीक
वो
है।
भी बता दिया है।
ये सारे टाइम आउट्स जो है ना,
जी जी
इसमें मैं आपको बता भी रहा हूँ
जी जी।
और ये स्क्रीन पे सारा कुछ आ रहा
हाँ जी,
होगा।
और ये भी बता दिया कि अगर वो नहीं लेती तो ऑटोमेटिकली 16 ओवर सर्चिंग का पावर जो होगा ना, एक ओवर वो ऑटोमेटिकली शुरू हो जाएगा, उनको बताना पड़ेगा। और वो ओवर लेने से पहले अगर बॉलर बॉलिंग पे भी आ गया तो वो बॉलर अपनी मर्जी से बॉलिंग चेंज कर सकती
ब्रीफिंग दे दी है तूने भी
मैं दे देता हूँ
रूल्स पे? हाँ।
नहीं वैसे मैंने अभी उमर भाई को तो समझा दी।
उमर भाई कौन है?
महमूद भाई
वो मैंने
आप
बताया तो मूसा को बता दिया सर।
हाँ वो मैंने इन्हें वो वाले रूल बता दी बैटिंग टाइम। आप भी आपने से सुन
वो
लिया
पावर जो सर्चिंग ओवर वाला
उस पावर सर्विस का तो आपको
उसका
पता ही
पता है,
है।
उसका तो पता है।
8 से 16 के बीच
8 से 16 के बीच
टीम नहीं लेती 16 ओवर
वो
ऑटोमेटिक।
ऑटोमेटिकली हो जाएगा
एक तो
सारे।
ये बैटिंग टाइम और 30 सेकंड।
वाले की साउंड चेक कर लिए
चेक
डॉन
करें, हाँ जी
जी
वो
सर।
मैंने चेक कर लिया। आप ज़रा चेक करें इसकी साउंड खोलिए मैंने ऑडियो।
किधर की बाहर की
हाँ जी कैमरे की ये जो पिच पे है देखे सही आ रही है।
मेरे पास तो साउंड काफी शायद आएगी।
वाले की साउंड चेक कर लिए मेरी क्यों आ रही है
आपकी
इसको बंद करें बॉस थोड़ा आमिर भाई हम इतने अरसे से
Good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome from Ghani Cricket Stadium, where the stage is finally set for the inaugural match of the LMS Premier League 7, powered by passion, energy, and the global spirit of last man stands. We've got two exciting sides ready to kick off what promises to be a festival of cricket, flair, fire, and a fierce competition, all packed into the dynamic T20 format where there's no room for error and no place to hide. I'm Ali Mazhar, and with me I have Hamza Kamal Bela, and we will be bringing you all the live action analysis and those spicy moments that you'll be seeing all over your feeds. While it all is settling in, the players are raring to go, the kits are fresh, the bats are knocking, and the vibe, it's electric.
Thank you, Ali. That was some intro to the tournament, and I think I am very excited to be working besides you this year. I think I'll have a few things to learn as well, yeah, even after having spent 3 years behind the mic for the LMS. So, great show first up, and I think the first game itself with the newcomers, the Gladiators. I mean, the ownership as far as their experience in the LMS is concerned. So they are up against the experienced side of Umar Dogar, and obviously they won the toss and they've elected to bowl first, rightly as you predicted in the pitch report as well.
There will now be a 3 minute break for the teams to get ready and for the batters to pad in.
We'll join you for the first ball. And the batsmen at the crease are Ismail Butt and Arif Zafar. First ball faced by Ismail Butt, taking a single through the covers. Arif Zafar running in again, this time played through the offside on the back foot by Arif Zafar for another single.
Ismail Butt is now on the strike. Arif Zafar is now on the strike. Third ball of the over, and he has pushed it to the offside, straight to the fielder, and they will just go in for a single.
So that was Ismail Butt getting off strike once again and bringing Arif Zafar on to the crease to face Asad Ali Shah. And obviously Asad Ali Shah has been around for a while now, for a year or so. This is a relatively new group.
And a very calculated delivery straight to the bowler's hand. Nothing extraordinary there.
So that was bowled into the wicket by Asad Ali Shah and defensively played back. I mean, Arif Zafar was looking for the arc there, couldn't get the connection.
There's very precise bowling being done here by Asad Ali Shah. It is definitely a good over, a good start.
So that brings us to the end of the over, and
The skipper himself, Awais Khan, has come to bowl the second over for the innings.
so the batsman just checking the bowling in the first over, not really going for the shots there.
And the first ball, and
this
they appeals.
time Ismail Butt has been struck in front of the wickets. Looked pretty straightforward, but might just be going down leg. So will they take a review? They gather around for a little discussion there. Ali Mazhar, what do you reckon?
Well, it does feel a little down the leg. So and the umpire seems pretty confident here with his call. However, the bowling side also seems quite determined, and they have gone to the third umpire for the review. And the original decision stands. It's a not out. It was down the leg, and the review for Gladiators is now lost.
Yeah, very experienced umpires in the middle, Yasin and
But Hamza, don't you think that they have used up their review pretty early in the innings?
well, it was a good review to use because the batsman is Ismail Butt, and you don't want him to be coming back to form. He hasn't been around for some time. He hasn't been playing a lot, but he's someone who can win games single-handedly, and we've seen him do that. And I mean, probably one of the big ones as far as Dogar's side is concerned. So a good review up front, at the start. But obviously, I think at times you need to go with the umpire as well. If the umpire is very confident, the way he was on that occasion.
That's definitely true. And he has again pushed it, and it's gone for a 4. It has crossed the ropes. That will be a 4.
This time, a magnificent shot by Arif Zafar, the bowler just bowling into his range there. And these are the shots that he plays so well off the back foot through the point area. And the fielder should have done well on that occasion, but couldn't get his hands around that very quick shot. It was almost like a tracer bullet, as they say, and the first boundary coming for the Dynamites. So the bowler runs in once again, and this time wanted to bowl a slower one outside off, but as a result he's bowled a wide there. So I think since this is the first game, the Dynamites batsmen are experienced enough to be knowing the fact that they should work their way into the innings.
And what a shot! It has definitely gone and crossed the boundary. It's a 6. They've smashed it right out of the ground.
This time, once again, the bowler bowling into the range of Arif Zafar. Well, this is a bit of the unfamiliarity for this new group led by Awais Khan, and obviously I don't think they would be knowing all of the batsmen very well here. So
about that, Hamza, there's somewhat of a mystery to the Gladiators. Not much known, the players in their team. What do you reckon about that?
Well, I think this is probably their second or third season, and they've been playing in the lower leagues. Very talented bunch, this one, but obviously when you're in the Premier League and you come against big guys, you know, and obviously people you haven't really seen a lot in the upper divisions. I think this usually happens, but I think these guys will definitely prove their mettle as they've been winning games, you know, in all of the last man stands divisions that they've been a part of. But here they're just, you know, bowling to Arif Zafar's strengths. Obviously, he's someone who doesn't like to drive through the covers that much, but he's someone who likes that shorter lengths.
Tried to cut it to the third man now.
A better delivery this time with the by the bowler. You know, trying to exploit that offside of Arif Zafar. Obviously, he's not very confident through the offside. He likes to smash it over long on and through mid wicket.
And so has he done. It has gone.
Couldn't find the connection he was looking for on that occasion, Arif Zafar. But nevertheless, he's lucky that he didn't hit it well enough. Otherwise, it probably would have landed into the hands of the fielder there.
Ismail Butt on strike now. And he has again pushed it towards the rope. And it's a 4.
That is a brilliant shot by Ismail Butt because he's just played it in front of a deep square leg. And that is a sign of a confident batsman.
There was a good bounce on that ball. That delivery had a good bounce there, and he used that optimally, I feel.
I would, you know, like to differ to a certain extent because I think as they probably would have seen in the first 2 overs that this wicket will not support the bounce that these bowlers are looking for. This time a big shot by Ismail Butt, another boundary, so 2 boundaries for Ismail Butt. He is bringing himself back into form, and obviously Dogar would be pleased with that because he's obviously one of the trump cards for this team. He will play a big part with the ball as well. You know, he's one of those infamous all-rounders playing this format.
That was a timid shot. Gone for a single. And that would be all for the delivery.
So 26 for no loss is Dynamites after 3 overs, and the bowlers, I think they're capable, but the only obstacle they're having at the moment is that they do not know the strong and the weak areas of the 2 batsmen playing, and I think this is probably the biggest challenge in the Premier League because when you come into a big tournament and then obviously all of the big guys are playing, you know, guys who play the top divisions, so normally obviously you need to know what they offer and where you can restrict them, but obviously I think as the tournament passes they would certainly feel more comfortable.
Fahim Afridi into bowl, the 4th over of the innings.
So Vas has decided to go to his one of his main bowlers straight away, which is a good decision. I feel Fahim Afridi knows these guys well. And I think if he comes up with a wicket at this point, I think that will certainly disrupt the momentum to a great deal.
He was the 2nd most expensive pick of the auction for the Dynamites. And let's see what he does.
That was a relatively loose delivery to start off with, considering how Fahim Afridi usually operates. He bowled it into the stumps. Obviously smiled but couldn't find the connection there. This time into the stumps, but well negotiated by Arif Zafar through the covers off his back foot. I think Ismail Butt and Arif Zafar are smart enough to understand that they need to play sensibly here in front of Fahim Afridi because obviously he's playing the role of a wicket taker.
So Hamza, do you feel that Fahim Afridi was worth the money spent on him?
I think, considering the fact that you know the sort of Premier League he had last year for the Raiders, obviously he was one of the decisive players in helping Raiders get over the line. I think it was only because of the previous Premier League that amount of money was spent on him.
Definitely.
And
And
this
that
time
was a very good
nearly got
delivery.
rid of Arif Zafar, but
Ismail
lucky
Butt.
to Ismail Butt. and would have been a big wicket there.
He could make a difference in the coming overs. It's 30 for no loss, 4 overs up.
So I think the Gladiators wouldn't be so worried at this stage because of the fact that they've pretty much kept things in check after 4 overs. Also the fact that this is the first game of the tournament and it has been a rainy season, so obviously the batsman would certainly want to know how the pitch behaves at this stage, early days in the tournament, in fact the first day of the tournament. So I think both guys at the wicket are very capable but very smart at the same time. They're experienced enough to know that they will need to spend some time out there. They've got a big batting lineup ahead of them, and as far as the bowling side is concerned, I think they would be happy if they restrict the Dynamites to something under 160 here. That would be a great effort.
That does seem like a wishful thinking there, because in a ground like Ghani, that would be a difficult one. And it's gone for a 4 again, silky smooth. That shot was played effortlessly.
Yes, once again, now the bowler not knowing that Arif Zafar looks for deliveries that he can dispatch through the mid-wicket area and over long on, and that is exactly what he did on that occasion. I think he should probably be looking to bowl a little bit outside off. I don't mind the loopy deliveries being bowled at this wicket, because obviously I think Arif Zafar is someone who's not too comfortable through the offside, especially against spinners. But I think...
Well, let's see how he does when he's given the room to play towards the offside. That has not been seen yet, but there's much more in the innings to go.
Once again, Arif Zafar trying to force that one through the onside, and a fielding lapse there.
It's gone for a 4
the fielder
again.
just losing his footing there, and another boundary, needless boundary conceded there. I think the fielder should look to do better and support their bowlers here.
In high stakes matches like these, mistakes of such ignorance can lead to the score being high, and that could mean for a devastating total in the end. I feel that Arif Zafar is facing some difficulty in making that connection with the bat lately. Maybe it's the off season and the fact that he has been out of practice. What do you think, Hamza?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the guys have actually started playing a lot of paddle these days, and
Absolutely.
I think that is what has kept them away from the game as well to a certain extent.
And a little bit of a flight there.
Once again, a fielding lapse there. This time Fahim Afridi, well, he should be leading by example in this young side, relatively inexperienced group being led by Avas.
Fahim Afridi is usually considered safe hands, so that's very disappointing to watch here. The captain, Avas Khan, who's bowling himself, will not be really happy with this. Another flighted ball, and he has gone to the pads.
And this time a rare loosener, I would say, but missed by Ismail. But since he's not in the best of form, exactly for the reason that I mentioned earlier, he's been away from the game, and on normal days he probably would have smashed that over the bowler's head, but lucky to be still out there.
I do feel that the Dynamites do not have the start that they would have been expecting today, but nonetheless there's a lot of cricket left for this match, and there's still things they can make up.
This time Fahim Afridi cleans up Arif Zafar, and obviously bowling into the area of uncertainty. That is exactly the area where you need to bowl to Arif Zafar. On top of off, he's not the best when it comes to cutting the ball or playing those fine nudges through the offside. Obviously he's someone who likes to smash the ball through the onside.
A risk like that, do you think it came out of frustration or a little bit of anticipation there? I feel that it was needless right now for a shot like that to be played by a man of such capability like that of Arif Zafar. I feel that it was a loss that was just not expected this early into the match.
I think also the fact that Ismail Butt hasn't gotten going as yet. He's a bit stuck.
But so is Arif Zafar, don't you think?
But Arif Zafar wanted to take that role of the aggressor, obviously, and I personally feel that Arif should have helped Ismail be the aggressor. But since Ismail was taking his time, I think that was obviously piling a bit of a pressure on Arif Zafar, regardless of the fact that still healthy run rate that they have on the board. But nevertheless, it brings in Zohaib Butt. I think Zohaib Butt is someone who's even a more ideal partner for Ismail, but at this stage, Zohaib Butt offers shots all around the park. He can sweep the ball as well. He can cut the ball. He can smash the ball where it is needed. I think he's probably one of the hottest picks as well. A lot of eyes on Zohaib Butt here, so both the butts out there. And I think this will be a very key partnership for the Dynamites, considering it's the first game of the tournament.
And straight to the bowler again.
So Fahim Afridi being
very precise with the deliveries
yes,
there. Yes,
and he's been brilliantly being used by the captain, early into the game, because he's probably one of.
He's bowling very precisely right, not giving much room for the batsman to play.
Zohaib Butt flashes hard and finds the connection through the offside. Obviously, like I said, Zohaib Butt can play through the offside. He's someone who can play all around the park, and he will definitely test the bowling lineup here.
And that's gone out of the park. That's a big six. He has smashed it.
Yes, this is the right way for the Dynamites to be playing this match. Zohaib Butt has gone in and he's just put his intentions out there straight away. He's just smashed the bowler over long off. Beautiful hit. And that is what Zohaib Butt brings to the game. Obviously, he can take the bowling up front.
He did not take much time to settle down, I feel. And another cut to the offside, but straight to the fielder, and it is misfielded, gone for a 4. That is a disappointing fielding display by the Gladiators.
Yes, once again the sloppy stuff out there by the bowling side. They've conceded 3 needless boundaries now. So 57 for the loss of 1 wicket after 6 overs. Arif Zafar, the man who's been dismissed.
I think after the dismissal of Arif Zafar, it looks up, all the way up for Zohaib Butt. And that's what the Dynamites want right now, the morale to not go down right now, and to keep the momentum going. Awais Khan back to bowling the 3rd over for his.
Yeah, I feel on this wicket the bowler should probably look to bowl within the stumps a lot more.
He's been giving kind of loopy deliveries there, some loose deliveries. Is that a tactic that he's trying to employ? Maybe get the bowler to get out of the crease, maybe get some stumping going on.
I think he's obviously trying to do that since he feels that it'll stay relatively low, and that can obviously play a part in creating some sort of difficulties for the batsman.
While looking at the wicket, there are some damp spots right there close to the batsman. So maybe he's looking for those damp spots so the ball stays down low. Maybe it's a strategy, maybe just his bowling style.
I think the pitch was well covered as I saw it. There might have been a few damp spots like you mentioned, but I think not damp enough to be creating that sort of a difference at this wicket because it seemed like a belter of a wicket. Yes, this wicket will stay a touch low. That is what phase 6 wicket has been over the years. But
towards the leg side, and it has gone for a wide.
Yes, obviously I think he's trying to bowl within the stumps now, which he should be looking to do more often. A better delivery on that occasion.
I think that's how they need to bowl right now, just wicket to wicket, nothing fancy there. And another one of those, I think if the batsman just takes a few steps towards the ball and just smashes it off the ground, that would be no surprise there.
Yeah, I mean that's what you expect from the usual Ismail Butt, but like obviously I had a brief chat with him before the game as well, and he said he hasn't been playing a lot. So I think he will obviously take 1 or 2 games to probably come back to his usual self.
I feel that for players like Ismail Butt, for players like that of such good capability, it won't take much time before he's really back into his own element, and he's gonna score a good total today if he just looks out for those miss hits and just maintains his momentum.
Yes, certainly. I mean, he hasn't been finding that connection. He hasn't found it yet. And I think Naqvi obviously knows him well. He would probably be expecting for Ismail but to drag this a little further.
On for a single.
Yes, so 63 for the loss of 1 wicket. And Zohaib Butt has played his off his toes, played this one but straight into the hands of the fielder. I still feel the third man or the deep point fielder should probably be a bit more squarer. But then obviously comes in the fact that the dimensions of the ground are such that people usually end up putting their deep point fielder or the deep third man, just in that middle point where, a deep third man would be finer, or if he would be standing squarer. So, there's always concerns regarding that.
8 overs up, 66 for the loss of 1. What do you think right now the score is going at a decent run rate, but not what it should be at a ground like Ghani? Do you think they need to pick up the pace there?
I think it's only because of the first game, and obviously trying to check how the wicket behaves as well. Obviously Ismail Butt hasn't been finding that connection there.
And
this
there's been an
time
appeal.
Another appeal, very close this time.
But it's again down the leg, I feel.
Yeah, I think he's, his stance is such that he always, he is already at the leg stump, on the leg stump. So I think that's probably creating a bit of doubts in the umpire's mind there as well. But nevertheless, Ismail Butt still hasn't found that connection. He's someone who can smash the ball through the leg side as well.
That was a brilliant delivery.
So Vaz Khan has had a much better third over so far. And he will be bowling over the wicket to Zohaib Butt.
And
Another
that
good
could be
delivery.
catch, and that should have been caught. Well, I think that it is an absolute shame what they have been doing in the field here. And the captain really needs to lead by example if he wants his players to play. And he has again smashed it right at the long off. And it's gone for a 6. Just what the Dynamites needed at this time. A good boundary.
That was a beautiful. Zohaib Butt is certainly playing some shots out there today, and another boundary for Zohaib Butt. So he's
That was threaded the gap like a needle.
so he's once again he's ruined Abbas's over. It looked like it would be a better over this time, but once again Zohaib Butt just gets 10 runs off the last 2 deliveries, and so the Dynamites are at 77 for 1 after 9 overs.
It
I
surely
think-
looks like they really need to get Zohaib Butt out if they want to stay in the game. Might be pretty early to stay, but I feel that they need to do something about Zohaib Butt there.
For sure, I mean, but one of the main players in this Dynamites team, and Avas has decided to bring one of his faster men in, and it is none other than the infamous Syed Hassan Ali Naqvi.
That is one dangerous bowler to play, and not just that, he is definitely a force to be reckoned with when it comes to bat as well.
For sure,
Let's-
I mean, he'll have a big part to play in this first match for his team in this year's Premier League. And at the moment, things are looking great for the Dynamites after having lost Arif Zafar. Ismail Butt and Zohaib Butt are out there, and
And the first ball of the over, and it is played beautifully, but another fielding lapse. That is going to be really, really expensive for them.
yeah, I mean, the Gladiators are not holding on to the ball. I mean, as far as stopping the boundaries are concerned as well, boundary fielding has been weak.
That
And
was
so a beautiful shot off the toes.
classy, crispy, and clinical. Just what Zohaib Butt is used to do.
Yes, he can smash you over the covers. He can flick you off his toes. He can smash you over the leg side as well. So you need to be very, very particular as far as your line and length is concerned when you're bowling to someone like Zohaib Butt. So Hassan Ali Naqvi will have to do better here.
He's going for the length, I feel, Hassan Naqvi. Maybe he should try keeping the ball a bit shorter there, but it hasn't been working out for him right now. But it's just been a couple of
He's ended up bowling
deliveries.
a no ball here, so a free hit for Zohaib Butt, and
That's
Hassan Ali Naqvi will have to produce a big delivery here. Otherwise, Zohaib Butt will be looking for that length that he can smash out of the park.
he has stopped mid run up.
Hassan Naqvi
Ah,
runs in and holds a beautiful Yorker. Well, they still can run for a few there.
I think it
So
has
it's-
crossed the boundaries
So
and
it's
it's gone
by
for a
and
four.
Four runs to the Dynamites. The keeper should have done better there. So the Dynamites are 86 for the loss of 1 wicket. Another good shot by Zohaib Butt.
But straight to the fielder. I think that the fact that the players for Awais Khan have not played much bigger divisions in the LMS, they are not really accustomed to facing big guns. Well, not Hassan Naqvi. He has played all forms here. He's a very, very seasoned player, and he should be doing better.
Yeah, that was a better delivery to Ismail Butt. A Yorker at off stump. So 92 for the loss of 1 wicket, and we will have a 3-minute strategic timeout, and we will see you after the 3 minutes. So Ismail Butt has
Nice. यार थोड़ा तो
so Malik Shahir Awan being smashed straight down the ground by Ismail Butt, and Ismail Butt has found the connection on that occasion, and obviously
The umpire has stopped the bowler from bowling the delivery.
there seems to be some sort of discussion out there, but well, Malik Shahir continues
Running
Rough
in and another shot. And it's gone for a 4.
through the offside this time. So Ismail Butt is definitely liking Malik Shahir here, and
I think that should give him some confidence there. The confidence that he has been lacking, he has been seen to be lacking in the first part of the innings.
yes, and Ismail Butt getting a 50 in the first game will definitely work wonders for someone like Umar Dogar. Since it's just 4 games in the group stages, and obviously you need to win as many as you can in order to qualify for the next round.
Going in for his another delivery, and he has again tried to smash it, but it's gone.
Well,
To the
takes the
third
outside
man.
edge this time, and
It's gone for 4.
lands in the no man area, or no man zone as they call it. 4 runs for Ismail Butt once again.
Malik Shahir Awan just nodding his head. He seems very, very disappointed. Goes in to bowl again, and he has just pushed it to the long on. Will that be a 4? No, it won't be.
Couldn't find the connection there, Ismail Butt. It was a bit early on that delivery, obviously expecting it to be a bit quicker.
Oh, that was a wide.
There was a better delivery to end the over on that occasion. Shahir Awan. The ball didn't bounce as much as Zuhaib Butt would have liked. So he gets away with the last one, and the Dynamites, after the strategic timeout, after 11 overs, 107 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Well, the strategic timeout did work for Ismail, but something happened there. Maybe some words of confidence by the captain, but it has worked for him.
So Hassan Ali Lakwi will be continuing, and yes, I agree with you. Umar Dogar probably would have put in a word or two in the strategic timeout. So Yorker to start off with, and Ismail Butt just digs that one out for a single.
As I've mentioned earlier, Hassan Ali Lakwi is going for fuller deliveries there. I think he can experiment with pulling the ball back a bit.
I think
And a full toss again.
I think the idea is right by Hassan Ali Lakwi, because obviously the others are going out for plenty, and I think he needs to put a lid to the scoring, being the senior partner. So obviously I think the idea is right. He's trying to keep it as full as possible.
Ismail Butt again on strike. Oh, and it was another full toss. Gone back, and it's a 4. No, it has stopped. The ball has stopped in the outfield.
Well, Hassan Ali Lakwi once again trying to bowl a Yorker there, and as a result he's ended up bowling a no ball.
That's a second no ball for him with a player of this experience, and a match with stakes as high as the opening match of the LMS 7th installment of the Premier League does not suit his stature to be bowling like that.
Well, I think that pretty much shows that the guys have been rusty. They haven't been playing a lot of cricket, and coming into the big tournament like this, you probably need to put in the practice before you come to the games.
And
This
it has
time
gone.
He tries to change the length, and Ismail Butt
This-
has smashed him through the leg side, and he's already gotten to his half century there. So a great innings by Ismail Butt. A sluggish start, but
Well, I wouldn't say a great innings there. I think that the Dynamites would have been looking for a faster 50 there. However, you could always use a player with the 50 in the dugouts to go back in if the middle order just crumbles.
I think looking at the squads or the team that the Dynamites have this time around, it was very important for, if I were Umar Dogar, I would be happy with any 50, obviously, if Ismail Butt puts it out there, because he hasn't been playing, and he was picked pretty much on potential more than anything else, because obviously he hasn't been around. This time a beautiful shot by Umar Dogar through the covers.
That is definitely a captain's start.
Yes, that shows that he has been in touch. He has been playing the game, and obviously he's been on to it like a flash. So
I feel in a game of cricket like
here.
this, the experience does trump everything else. Oh, and it was. That could have been taken by the wicketkeeper.
I think that was
Slip.
a bye, but nevertheless another lapse in the field, I would call it. So 129 for the loss of 1 wicket after 12 overs. Hassan Ali Naqvi has already gone for 32 runs in the 2 overs that he has bowled, so he's certainly not.
Do you think he's coming back, Hamza?
I would probably hold him for now and might just bring him at the death, but since obviously he's experienced and he might just.
Well, they're
think over what
definitely
he's done
holding
in the
back
first
Shahir
few-
Malik as well. After the kind of bowling display he has shown in his first over, it was quite an expensive over for him. And let's see what
So
he's going to
Muhammad
be doing.
Waqas Khan,
And,
a beautiful delivery to start off with, as a
with.
huge appeal. The umpire does not think that there was anything on the ball.
However, I feel that they are very, very confident, but that's the cost of using up your review quite early.
Well, I obviously wouldn't blame them for having used the review early, but
Snick का review भाई.
Nick पे review नहीं है. Nick
हाँ
पे
नहीं
review
है, ठीक है.
चलो.
Only one review, अलविदा.
So that was a good first delivery.
And it
by
slapped
Waqas.
it, but it's gone to the fielder.
And another good delivery to follow that up. Obviously, just a single. Umar Dogar playing it towards the long off fielder.
Oh, that will be a wide. I think it was a little too much towards the leg side.
Well, the idea was right. I wanted to bowl within the stumps, try to target Zohaib Butt's pads there, but obviously I think somebody needs to tell the bowler that Zohaib Butt is very good off his pads as well.
I think tactics like these will not work with Zohaib Butt, and
Another
Then-
good shot through the offside. Once again, that deep point fielder, well, some say should have been squarer, but I feel on this ground, the dimensions are such that you're always in a bit of ambiguity as far as placing that deep point or the third man is concerned. And he just gets the outside edge on that occasion and gets 4 runs there, Zohaib Butt.
again on strike.
This time a
Oh,
beautiful shot.
6 right into the orbit, went flying for the straight, and it's a 6.
So smashed over the bowler's head there, and Zohaib Butt is in some form here tonight. He's already on 49 of just 20 deliveries, so he's just.
Umar Dogar and Zohaib Butt, that's definitely a combo that they need to look out for.
So Zohaib,
Another one towards the straight, gone towards the fielder, and there's
Zohaib
just going to
Butt
be a
gets to
single.
his 50 as well of just 21 deliveries.
That was a very quick 50, just what they needed. He's looking up, and I'm sure he's really, really happy.
So he will be replaced by Shayan Chaudhary, another of the batsmen in this Dynamites team who can hit the ball a mile.
They've got a great start in their batting lineup. Their batting lineup is all too deep as well. So that's something they should not be really worried about right now. They now need to start just packing it up and sending it off the boundary. And I feel that now is the time where they should start playing a little risky.
Well, obviously they've got two batsmen in the hut who will be waiting on 50 runs after having scored their 50. So they've got that insurance policy, as we call it, of the two batsmen waiting in the dugout to come out there once again and start smashing the ball.
Absolutely.
But these guys are capable enough of doing that.
Oh, and that just timber. That was a beautiful delivery. Gone for the middle stump. Just flicked it right off.
Yes,
I think that the timer has really done it for LMS this time. The batsmen are quick to come in. They're very, very prepared. They do not want any penalties being incurred. Can you tell them a little about the penalties we have this season?
Well, I'm pretty much the wrong person to be asking that question, honestly. I've been away, haven't been involved with a lot of things here, but yeah, I mean, I've heard that some very positive steps being taken by the LMS.
टिमी भाई लेट बैट्समैन अंदर आएगा तो क्या पेनल्टी है? The penalty is a batting timeout.
So Ismail Siddiqui is the new man in and sensibly played for a single. Obviously, he's got his senior partner in Umar Dogar at the other end. I think something that Shayan Chaudhary should have looked to do as well. He just wanted to smash it out there from ball one. The ball wasn't there. It was a good delivery by Asad Ali Shah. Ball into the stumps, into the wickets, and getting rid of Shayan Chaudhary there.
That was another good delivery. Not a great delivery, but a good one.
Well, it was a full toss, and Umar Dogar had his mind already made up for that big hit down the ground. I think probably could have just used the pace there because you have that vacant area behind or on the right of the wicket keeper.
Well, after Shayan's dismissal, I think he wouldn't risk stepping out of the crease right away.
Well, that's exactly what Ismail has done now. So I mean, he just cleverly nudged that and gotten 4 runs. Obviously, that area where you do not put a lot of fielders in this ground, since its dimensions are such, you always tend to keep your deep point square. So I think it's got a lot to do with the bowling lengths of the bowlers. If you're playing around with that fielder too much, I think you probably need to avoid bowling those lengths where you can.
Asad Ali Shah has been bowling with a decent economy. He has given 20 runs of 3 overs with 1 wicket in hand, with 1 wicket delivered. I think that is a decent economy to have in a ground like Ghani and a high stake match like this one.
Yes, I mean, I'm certainly impressed by Asad Ali Shah because he's keeping up with Fahim Afridi, who's the other bowler who's kept things in check. They're the 2 standout bowlers for Gladiators tonight, and with that, obviously the captain bringing back Fahim Afridi.
Fahim Afridi has given 23 runs of 3 overs, again with delivering 1 wicket. So he's definitely a good choice to bring in, but not sure if they need to bowl his last over right now. Let's see what he does. And he has bowled his first delivery. It has gone again to the 3rd man. They've just nudged it towards the 3rd man. It's gone for a 4.
Yes, that's what Ismail Siddiqui brings to the game. Obviously, he's that sort of a player who will use your pace, bring in those sweep shots, play it fine, and try to get boundaries out of deliveries which on normal occasions others would probably defensively play it for a single.
We've talked quite a lot about the the batting lineup of Dynamites. Let's talk a little about what they have in their bag when it comes to bowling. And it is gone for a 4. Another one.
Well, another lapse in the field, I would call it. The keeper should have done better there. I was having a bit of a discussion with Hassan Ali Naqvi before the game, and obviously I think not having a full-time keeper will definitely hurt the Gladiators a little bit. I'm a big fan of the wicket keeper. I always slip his name. I've played with him as well.
Another appeal.
He's an experienced guy, he can bat up the order magnificently, but I won't call him the best of the wicket keeping choices available, but I think there's nobody else in the team, so he had to take the gloves.
Asking you again about their bowling attack, what do you have to say about the Dynamites bowling attack?
I think as far as the Dynamites bowling is concerned, obviously they've got people like Ismail Butt, Shayan Chaudhary.
Let's hope Shayan Chaudhary does better in bowling than he has done in batting today.
Yes, for sure.
Not the start that Shayan was expecting to have in the Premier League this time.
Yeah, and then they've got yes, I agree with you, obviously.
He batted magnificently in the last franchise of LMS Premier League 6. However, that was definitely not the start we were hoping for.
Yeah, I mean, he'll have to step up with the ball, I agree. But after the two fast bowlers in Ismail Butt and Shayan Chaudhary, they've got Umar Dogar, who will be the medium pacer. He'll bridge the gap between the fast bowlers and the spinners. But they've got a brigade of spinners at their disposal with Wasim Abbas Murli, and they've got Ismail Siddiqui as well, who's at the crease at the moment. Then Zuhair Butt.
Wasim Abbas Murli is playing for the Hurricanes, I believe.
Is he playing for the Hurricanes or is he playing for...
I believe he's playing for the Hurricanes under Raja Uzair.
Okay, I still have to go through the squads once again. That tells you a lot how much I've been away from.
I believe that it's not just the players that are rusty, but you too, Hamza.
Yes, of course.
Have you been missing the high energy cricket that LMS usually brings to the dynamic here?
Always. I mean, as part of
I think cricket
life.
is in the blood, when it comes to Pakistanis. And what a beautiful 6. He has smashed it right into the orbit. He has taken it out.
The Dynamites have taken the power surge, by the way. Obviously, the Dynamites being the defending champions here, and they have their right to practice taking the power surge, which they have done on this occasion. And the first ball has been smashed over the bowler's head for a huge 6 by Umar Dogar. So a great start to the power surge here.
With just one fielder out of the circle. And will that be defended? Yes. And what a fielding by Fahim Afridi. That could have gone for a 4, but he has taken it.
Well, there are no fielders outside the inner circle for the power surge. So, or maybe there is a rule change since I've missed so much as far as the LMS is concerned. But nevertheless, a
3 more deliveries to go for the power surge, and he comes in, and that was beautifully bowled, very calculated. He has kept it towards the legs.
Yeah, much better delivery by Vikas on that occasion. Try to bowl it into the block hole, and Umar Dogar manages to dig that one out and get to the other end. So it will be Ismail Siddiqui facing now.
Well, a bold choice when it comes to Mohammad Waqas Khan. He has not been very, very fruitful with the ball earlier on. To give him the ball in the power surge, and that will be a 4. Through the ropes, it has gone for a 4. This brings up the total power surge score to 12, I believe.
Yes, and the total is at 172 for the loss of 2 wickets, and we are into the 16th over. So, what is your predicted score, Ali?
Well, it's definitely north of 210, I believe, and that should be a good total to defend. I believe that the Dynamites are doing a good job. They might have stumbled a bit in the beginning of their innings, but they have definitely, kept up the pace for the last few overs. Another 4.
Brilliant delivery on that occasion, but unlucky, I would call it. It was a perfect delivery into the block hole. Ismail Siddiqui somehow manages to get some part of the bat there, and the ball just rolls over the boundary there since it's a power surge.
I feel that there's a lot of pressure on the bowler when it comes to power surge. There's a lot that needs to be done because you just need to flick it above the circle, and the boundary is guaranteed for that matter.
Yes, I mean power surge is obviously a feast for the batsman out there. It's an
You feel though that
opportunity.
in a tournament like this, in a high stakes tournament like this, power surge is a little unfair, or just to get the emotions running high. It's like a good tactic there.
I think it adds so much to the game. I think it's a brilliant thing to have, and obviously when you've done so well, in the previous leagues as well, I think
Dover is going to be facing that.
I think everyone is getting a power surge. I feel.
Yeah, definitely. That
It's not
so,
just the champions or anything of that
every-
sort. I think
every
everyone is
team
getting
is-
one over of power surge. So yeah, I mean it's a brilliant thing to have. This time off the back foot, will that be taken?
No, it was.
And finally, a catch has been taken, and they've gotten rid of Umar Dogar there.
पहले मैं 20 दफा रिपीट नहीं कर सकता, माइक में घुसोगे फटेगी आवाज।
अच्छा।
मैं सैकड़ों दफा कह चुका हूं, या तो माइक को पुश बैक करो।
Umar Dogar goes away for 16 runs of 10 deliveries. We cannot call that a captain's knock. I think he needs to pull up his socks if he needs to lead by example. Definitely not the way he wanted to play tonight. Awais Khan is back. Another big appeal. It was down the leg, and the wicket has not been given.
Yeah, very lucky to be still out there, Osama. I think Osama Javed, who I obviously know well, I play with him in the same team, and I think that is obviously a bit of his weakness. That he tries to sweep every delivery. I think he should have gone down the ground. This time a better shot by Osama.
I feel that the bowler Awais Khan has changed his bowling a bit, not the loopy deliveries that we have been seeing earlier in the match.
Yes, I mean, obviously he's gotten the big wicket of Umar Dogar on that occasion, but he still has Ismail Siddiqui to deal with.
However, I feel even a wicket like this so late in the match should not affect Dynamites too much, with their batting lineup being so deep and 2 half centuries waiting in the dugout.
Yes, for sure. I mean, they still have the momentum with them, and a few good hits will definitely.
A few good hits like this one, gone for a 4.
This time, Osama Javed gets hold of that delivery. I mean, he loves to smash those deliveries through the leg side. So getting 4 runs for his team there on that occasion.
Who do you think comes out? They will be bringing in for the death here, as we're nearing the end of the innings.
I think Sad Ali Shah, Mohammad Waqas obviously will get 1 over each, obviously, and then I think for the final over they will have to see if they can go with Hassan Ali Naqvi or Shahir Wan.
They will not be looking at Shahir Aman, I feel, the way he had bowled earlier today. Hassan Ali Naqvi, not the best choice either. He has bowled 2 overs for 32 runs and no wicket. So either way, they're in for a bit of a challenge. And what a beautiful shot,
And
straight out of the boundary. It's gone for a 6.
At this
absolutely
time,
decimated that bowler.
yes, bowling into the area of strength of Ismail Siddiqui. He can smash the ball down the ground, and he's getting the perfect first delivery as a batsman.
What do you think? They dropped Sikandar Baraich today, the Gladiators there. That has been a point of discussion with the people in the circuit. Do you think that they will be, just regretting their decision? He's very good with the ball. He's a good spinner. What do you have to say for that, Hamza?
Well, he's a new ball bowler. He's not a spinner to begin with.
Sorry.
He swings the ball back into the right-handers with that angle, and plus he's a batsman who can guarantee a 50 for you. So I don't know what's the reason behind dropping someone like Sikandar. Obviously, they probably would have wanted to try one of the trusted guys that they usually play with, I believe. But I think they will certainly have to reconsider.
We'll definitely have to see after they batted the Gladiators, but I do feel that Sikandar could be in for the next
Yeah,
match.
I mean, as far as bowling is concerned, yes, of course, we would have added so much to this bowling lineup.
Yes. With bowlers like Shahir and Naqvi, we can see that he could have been an additional benefit.
So yeah, it will be Shahir, and obviously I think the last over will be bowled by Asad Ali Shah.
I think that's the right choice. They did not have much of a choice there.
Another good shot by Ismail.
Gone for a 4.
Gets the boundary of the first delivery through the covers. Ismail Siddiqui is certainly playing some shots out there.
Just a gentle push right there and runs away like it's in a hurry. 4 runs of the first delivery, second delivery now. Again, a hit there, but it does not get through. Or does it? It does. It's gone for a 4. Oh well, what do we have here? Was that a 4 or not?
I think he didn't find the connection that he was looking for. He just sliced it, and
I think
obviously
it
the
stopped
ball
right
just,
at the boundary.
yeah, the ball didn't have the momentum to go over the ropes, and I think
That was unlucky for the batsman. That was definitely very unlucky.
that side of the field has always been a bit heavy as far as the outfield is concerned. This time a good shot, stylishly played by Ismail, but only for a single. That will bring
It was a crisp
Osama.
punch, but I think that was right in the hands of the fielder, so I couldn't really do much there.
Yes, and Osama Javed will be facing. This time he plays it through the offside, and
Again to the fielder. I think that there might be some wet spots there because I've seen the fielder slipping there repeatedly in the same area.
yeah, might be a bit soggy, and who knows, of heavy outfields tend to create difficulties for the fielders. So Malik Shahi runs in once again. At this time, another
It's
huge
it.
hit by
It's a
Ismail.
huge 6. Boom. That's 6 of the best.
And Ismail Siddiqui is certainly playing the role that is needed by the Dynamites at this stage. He's already at race to 44 of just 17 deliveries. So what a player to have down the order for Omar Dogar.
Well, Hamza, that was definitely not a shot. That was a statement. That was a statement. He just made sure that they knew what they were messing with.
Yes, I mean, I saw him a few years ago. I played a season with him at Snakes and Propose, which was led
That's a
by...
weird name for a team, don't you
It
think?
used to be pretty swaggy back in the day, I tell you. And this time a good shot by Osama, but straight into the hands of the fielder. So nevertheless, a good result, bringing Ismail back onto the strike.
Last over, they need
So
to
he's
do
a
what they
young
need to
lad
do.
back then, and obviously he used to play some shots.
Well,
as
he's a young lad now too.
But yeah, I was coming to that. He's been away for a few years, but all of a sudden he's just popped up back onto the scene. And there you see him playing his shots.
What
Another
a
beautiful shot over the covers for a 6, and he just gets to his 50 in style of just 18 deliveries. Omar Dogar must be so pleased at this point of time.
He's running in. He's running in with another batsman. His excitement definitely shows. He's congratulating the pair, or might just be putting in some words of advice. How he wants the inning to end.
Yeah, the young guy walking out onto the wicket is Bilal, and he's a talented youngster. Certainly, I would love to see him bowl because I've heard a few things about him. So I will be very excited to see how he does with the ball.
Well, I talked to Avais Khan today. I talked to Umar Dogar today before the match, and
So a good delivery to follow up the wickets, and Ismail Butt obviously couldn't find the connection there.
well, there's not much left to find a connection. There's only one more delivery to go. Let's
You
see
a
if we
home
can
run
send it out
coming
of
in,
the
Ali?
Well, let's see. And that is definitely a home run, just the way he wanted to end the innings. Sent it right out of the park. That will be 12 runs. What an end. What an end to an innings.
So the Dynamites have finished off with 228 for the loss of 4 wickets. I had predicted 225. Obviously, I didn't say it out loud. Next match.
Well, that's easy to say when you've not said it out
Ali,
loud,
please
haven't you?
remind me to say that.
Yeah. Well, I did say north of 210, so
Yeah.
well, that does make my prediction accurate
You
too.
didn't ask me my prediction, but yes, great end to the innings, and Umar Dogar will definitely be the happier of the two captains.
Definitely.
So we
What
will
an
see
innings.
you after the innings break, and let's see how the Gladiators take on this chase. So me and Ali Mazhar will see you after the innings break.
Thank you. ठीक है. And we're back for the chase. 1 innings down, 1 to go. And now the pressure flips to the other side. The Gladiators have a target of 229 and they'll need every bit of intent, discipline and firepower to get there. The bowlers are warmed up, the field is set, and we're moments away from finding out, will this be a walk in the park or a nail biter under lights? Strap in, because the second innings is about to bring the heat. On the batting side, we have Nabil Butt and Asad Ali Shah. With the ball, we have Zuhaib Butt. Zuhaib Butt has batted terrifically tonight. Let's see if he can do the same with the ball.
So a huge chase for the Gladiators team, and Umar Dogar has decided to go with Zuhaib Butt. And Zuhaib Butt is bowling to Asad Ali Shah, who tries to play that fine, but he will find the fielder there. 2 runs taken. The Gladiators will certainly look for a brisk start here, and because they've got a huge total to chase.
Zuhaib Butt to bowl the 4th ball of the and he smashed it. Has it been caught?
And I think there's a drop there, so the Dynamites, just like the Gladiators,
Have had a lapse in the field
first
at the very beginning.
so a drop in the first over. How much that will affect the proceedings of the game, only time will tell. So, but nevertheless, a good first over by Zuhaib Butt, giving away only 4 runs. And let's see who Umar Dogar turns to for the second over. I think it will be Bilawal Bhatti.
If I'm not wrong, Bilawal Bhatti is the son of Mazhar Bhatti, who is also a part of the circuit himself.
Well, Umar Dogar has decided to bring himself into the attack with the new ball.
Let's see what he has under his belt tonight. He could not really make his mark when it came to batting, but let's see if the skipper has something to do with the ball tonight.
Well, I think it's. I would actually look at it as a wise move, because he's turned towards Zuhaib Butt and himself with the new ball. I think he wants to keep things in check in the first few overs, so that
First delivery of his over, and that has gone to the third man. That is going to go on a 4. That has been timed better than a Swiss watch.
well, through fine leg on that occasion, Umar Dogar will quickly need to tune up his line and length here for the when he's bowling to the lefty.
That's a quick run up. Oh, and it was a very, very good delivery. And that is a cheeky run. That is an overthrow. They're gonna go for a double, and they have made it. They have called in for a review there.
ये लाला जी आज ना रेगुलर एक्सरसाइज नहीं हो रही LMS ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਸਾਲ ਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਟੂਰਨਾਮੈਂਟ
It was down leg and the review has been lost. Just like the opposition, Umar Dogar has taken the review early into the game, but it has, according to up to the disappointment, has not been optimized.
Well, I think looked pretty straightforward. I think he should have gone with the umpire, but I think he just got a bit excited there. Once again, down leg and just flicks the pad, and once again
It's gone
runs
for a
away
four.
for another 4 byes to the Gladiators. Umar Dogar will have to sort out his line and length very quickly here.
Well, looks like it might be his team's night, but not so much his own. Let's see if he still has something there. He's running in and he bowls. It's again going for a 4. The fielder reaches. He's gotten it. There will just be a single there.
Well, at least he's got the right fielder there, Bilal Bhatti, who's the quickest in the team and the youngest as well.
Well, the young blood definitely comes up with good speed.
So finally he gets to bowl at a righty, and I hope Umar Dogar will sort out his line and length. He will have to bowl to Nabil, but who can hit the ball a mile, to be honest.
Oh, and that was a smash. And it has gone to the fielder. It is caught right there. Took it like he's got glue on those fingers.
Well, probably went to the safest fielder in the side, in Zuhaib Butt. And
Zuhaib Butt I have to say, is on fire tonight. He's definitely doing very, very good. He's making his place permanent in the team. No replacements there. What do you think, Hamza?
yeah, I mean, he's one of those players who adds to every dimension, 3D players as they call them these days. Obviously, I think you will certainly like seeing him when he comes out to bowl as well. You know, he's a proper off spinner, and
Early
bowled a
loss of
decent
wicket
first
though.
over as well. So, but nevertheless, Umar Dogar has gotten his team the breakthrough. Nabil Butt, I think he's capable enough, but I think he just hurried in terms of bringing his shots out. They probably should have had a look at the wicket exactly like what the Dynamites did.
Umar Dogar had a shaky start, but he has finished his over flawlessly. He's gotten a wicket quite early in the game. That should play to their advantage.
Yes,
Shayan Chaudhary coming into bowl. Let's see if he can make up for his early dismissal with the bat. Let's see if he can do something different with the ball.
yeah, I mean, Shayan Chaudhary used to be one of the quickest on the circuit. Let's see if he still
Well,
has that
I think
pace.
that's before Afar came in, and that is gonna be a wide.
Yes, Shayan Chaudhary starts off with the wide. Sama should have done better there, giving away an extra run on that occasion.
Well, maybe it's the fact that they've been rusty, but sloppy fielding by both sides up till now. And he has smashed it to the leg side, but there was a fielder there and he has taken it. Just a
That
single
was-
there.
That was a perfect delivery to be bowling to Hassan Ali Naqvi first up, bowling into his body, into the wicket, and he's definitely still got the pace there, Shayan Chaudhary.
There's
So-
not much room for error when it comes to Hassan Ali Naqvi, though he's a magnificent batsman.
So Shayan is choosing to bowl into the wicket, which might turn out to be a good strategy moving forward. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, I think this wicket might get sluggish with every passing delivery. So let's see how the Dynamites bowl.
Another one on the leg side, gone again to Bilawal Bhatti.
Well, the batsman will be disappointed on that occasion. Should have dispatched that to the boundary, but I think he's missed out on that occasion.
Shayan Chaudhary coming in to bowl another one, and another appeal not given though. He doesn't look too disappointed. I don't think he was that sure himself there.
Yeah, I think, in all honesty, I think probably would have clipped the off stump as far as the impact is concerned, but the umpire didn't think so.
Well, I think the bowler didn't think so himself. He did not make a strong appeal there. Ah, that was a beautiful delivery. Sent the bails flying. That's another wicket. Definitely a very bad start for the Gladiators.
Well, that was a perfect delivery to the left-hander, top of off, and that shot was not on the one that the batsman attempted there. I think he probably should have tried to play it off his back foot towards the off, towards the covers even, push it, but he wanted to smash it.
The Dynamites have rattled the castle. That's absolute destruction there, very early into the game.
Yeah, so the experience obviously is out there for everyone to see with Umar Dogar, obviously with the bowling changes that he has made.
I feel that delivery was clean as a whistle. The off stump said goodbye, and so did the batsman. I just do not see much that there was to do there.
Yeah, usually you use that when the batsman hits them through the middle of the bat. But yeah, I mean, yes, very impeccable bowling by Shayan Chaudhary, and Umar Dogar will continue to Hassan Ali Naqvi. 20 for 2 after 3 overs is what the Gladiators are at.
Umar Dogar back with the ball. Let's see if he can get another one. Oh, what a beautiful delivery. That was a fine delivery nonetheless.
Yes, a brilliant delivery to start off the over. Got some skid off the wicket as well. Umar Dogar is certainly someone who bowls into the wicket.
A bit to the offside. It's gone for a 4. An appreciation worth try for the fielder, but it has just crossed the ropes and missed his hands.
Yeah, I mean the idea was right, but as far as the line was concerned, I was a bit loose, bowled it way outside off stump. I think I wanted to change the pace there, but the line wasn't there. Asked a lot of the fielder.
A cover drive there, and another 4.
A brilliant shot. Once again, Umar Dogar conceding 2 boundaries now to Malik Shaheen Awan, who's looking very good with the bat.
Let's just hope he can stay on the crease a little longer to make up for the early dismissals of his fellows. Very
Yes, I
early.
mean, he's got someone like Hassan Ali Naqvi at the other end, and I think if he can manage to stay at the wicket, I think it might just work wonders for his team if Hassan Ali Naqvi can get going.
Well, I feel that Hassan Ali Naqvi is not one to be shaken by the loss of wickets. He has a lot of experience under his belt. He has trained under the national side camps that I have talked with him at earlier occasions. And he smashed it, absolutely smashed it to the ropes. You blinked and you missed it. Went right off the ropes.
Well,
3 deliveries conceded by Umar Dogar. That's definitely not what he wanted.
well, Hassan Ali Naqvi hits them, they certainly stay hit, and that is what happened there as well. You don't want Hassan Ali Naqvi to be finding the middle of the bat tonight, otherwise it might just make things interesting here as far as the proceedings are concerned. And as far as Dynamites,
As long as Hassan Ali
Aspirations
Naqvi
are-
is on the crease, there's still chance for the Gladiators to catch on. So if they really want to just seal their win here, they will have to get Hassan Ali Naqvi out just soon.
yes, I mean, if Hassan Ali Naqvi gets his 50 here, I think then I can safely say the Gladiators still in the game. But time will tell if Hassan Ali Naqvi can find some sort of form early in this tournament. But in the meanwhile, Shayan Chaudhary will be continuing to Malik Shahir. Gladiators are 34 for the loss of 2 wickets after 4 overs.
Let's see if the loss of wickets will slow them down, but doesn't seem so. And what has happened there? I saw something flying off Shayan Chaudhary's foot. Looks like a piece of grass maybe. He definitely does run fast towards the wicket.
That is a good delivery by Shayan, targeting the stumps there. And he's nippy. Obviously, the batsman will have to realize that he's quicker than he looks.
Well, looking at his run-up, he does look quite quick too, if that's what we're considering. And another delivery by Shayan Chaudhary, gone to the long on. Will it cross the boundary? Yes, it has. It has gone for a 4.
Well, that was a loose delivery, considering how good the previous one was. This time, giving Shahir Ahmad the room that the batsman was looking for, and he manages to get good connection there. 4 runs. This time, the outside edge.
And it has gone for another 4. Doesn't look like anything is slowing the Gladiators down for now. The Dynamites must not get overconfident with their early achievements. The Gladiators do look like they are in for a fight. They will put up a show here for us tonight. Let's see if they can do enough to win.
This time a slower delivery.
He has again smashed it right to the fielder. Umar Dogar himself has got that one.
Yes, I mean Hassan Ali Naqvi is still out there, and then there's Fahim Afridi to follow. So yeah, a bit of batting to come.
Looks like he lost his momentum in that run-up. I think he's struggling with when he's releasing the ball. There is something there that's not settling well with his shoe or something. He's come into ball again. That was a very nice delivery, a good Yorker. He's just nipped it right off the bat, but not much there. Just a single.
Yeah, I mean Shayan Chaudhary's got the pace, and when he's looking to hit the stumps as much as he possibly can, and I think he's at his deadliest. Another good. Well, he still, hasn't gone out of the park yet. So 2 overs 14, but he's already taken a wicket as well.
I think that he is doing what he's supposed to do right now. He is just trying to contain the Gladiators. However, I feel that they're very determined. Well, if not Hassan Ali Naqvi, who would be determined, right?
Yeah, I mean it'll be Zuhaib Butt against Hassan Ali Naqvi now.
And will that be taken? No, it would not be. Quite far away from the fielder there.
Hassan Ali Naqvi not finding the connection.
I think he needs to step out a bit to play a delivery like that with Zuhaib, but just
This time a good appeal, but once again the umpire wasn't sure. So 2 leg buys on that occasion for
उन्होंने भी देख क्या किया है ऊपर
Or the Gladiators.
30 के बाद 50 के बाद 15 ओवर में 30 सही फिर आप वापस आ जाओ 20 में ही है
Zohaib Butt had a brilliant first over where he gave away only 4 runs, and he's into his second over now.
Coming into goal, he has smashed it. He did not hit that, he just launched it. It's a beautiful 6.
So Malik Shahir Awan bringing out his big shots as well now. He just smashed it over long off.
Well, I'm sure he's trying to compensate for the bowling that he has delivered tonight, and he's successfully doing so.
Yes, we can certainly see that there is still some firepower in
Oh,
his Gladiators side, but this time Zohaib Butt runs through Malik Shahir Awan with a quicker delivery.
He was like a surgeon with a scalpel, precise, cold and brutal.
Beginning to sound like Navjot Singh Sidhu now, Ali. But
Well,
I'm still liking this.
Well, I hope you do. I do not have much experience behind the mic like yourself, but one can always try, you know.
No, I mean, you've got the ingredients and you've got the talent, and I'm sure I've got no issues in saying that you will take over my job very soon.
Well, I hope so. I don't want to say that, but I really, really hope so. Well,
Well,
definitely
I have no,
LMS is one institution I would love to work with. They have produced good quality cricket in Pakistan. It's a global franchise. It has given amateur cricket a platform. So kudos to LMS for that.
Yes, and kudos to Zohaib Butt as well. Like you said, that he's someone who's been brilliant out in the field, both with bat and now with ball as well. He's gotten his first wicket of the night. Gladiators 53 for the loss of 3 wickets. This time played fine by the batsman, and Bilawal Bhatti is there.
Bilawal Bhatti is quick,
And
and
this
it's an
time a bit
overthrow. They
sloppy
will.
by the wicket keeper.
They decided to come back. They should have come back. I think on the runners' end, Hassan Naqvi just denied that run that should have been taken. That was definitely a loss of a single there.
So 55 the loss of 3 wickets after 6 overs. And Umar Dogar has decided to bring in Ismail Siddiqui, so some more spin on display. Ismail Siddiqui will have to bowl to Hassan Ali Naqvi first up. And this will be a bit of a test.
Well, that's definitely not my choice of batsman to be bowling my first ball to in any match. Nonetheless, an LMS Premier League match. Ah, that's precision with a punch. It's gone for a 4.
Starts off with a very ordinary delivery, Ismail Siddiqui. You don't want to be bowling those sort of deliveries to someone like Hassan Ali Naqvi. Otherwise, he will take you apart, if that is the most politest of ways of describing that.
Let's just hope that Ismail does not stain his batting performance tonight with a lose over there. He does not want to be expensive for his team. And another smash. Oh, it's caught. It is definitely caught. Up, and safely pouched.
A much better delivery to follow up the first one, and he has gotten rid of Hassan Ali Naqvi.
That's a big wicket. That's a big loss.
Will that be the game, Ali Mazhar? Would love a few thoughts on that.
That's definitely a game changer for them. I think that if nothing else, the Dynamites would be thinking they've won from here on. 3 big wickets gone early into the match. a player like Hassan Ali Naqvi just gone for nothing more than 11 of 8 deliveries. That's not what we expected from a player like that.
Well, certainly there was a lot
It's quite disappointing, Hamza, don't you think? When players like Hassan Ali Naqvi are here, even commentators like us, we're actually in for a treat to watch some good batting there, and to have him dismissed so early without making a mark, it's just not good enough. Fahim Afridi is in. Let's see if he can be their saving grace tonight.
Well, Fahim Afridi is certainly someone who takes some time before he starts to play those big shots. Obviously, he started off with the boundary already, but a huge ask as far as, you know.
Well, now I feel that Awais Khan will definitely be regretting his decision to drop Sikandar Wadaich tonight. He missed out on a very good bowler and a very good batsman, and all in all, a good all-rounder there. And Fahim Afridi does not shy away from hitting the ball, and it is gone for a 6.
This time it's a 6 by Fahim Afridi, followed by the boundary on the previous delivery. So Fahim Afridi is wasting no time.
I believe he should waste some time here, don't you think? They've got time. They do not have that depth in their batting lineup tonight, so he needs to just stay put there and not just walk off.
I think if he can score a 15 or 20 balls, I think that's the best way to go about things. But
well, if he goes back to the dugouts, that would just seal the match for them. I just do not think that would be wise. Even if they're not in it to win it, they just still.
No point dragging around because they've got a huge score to chase. So I think it's the best way of going about things is to go after the weaker bowlers and just play your shots.
Yeah, maybe it's his strategy not to get the morale down. Fahim Afridi, after all, is a very senior player in the circuit. He has experience, and let's see if he can make use of that.
Better delivery by Ismail this time around. Fahim Afridi defensively plays that towards the covers for a single. So the Gladiators are 70 for the loss of 4 wickets after 7 overs. Still a healthy run rate for them.
Well, definitely not a healthy wicket position. What do you think, Hamza?
Yeah, the wickets column is a bit too swollen up for the liking, but as usual.
What do you think they would be thinking? You know, have they really mentally lost their? Well, another few overs will go to show that. But
I think to start off, they gained over 50 runs too many. Probably should have looked. They would have been in the game if it was anything around 180 or 190 that they were chasing. But I think 229 is probably too big of an ask from a young side, at this stage.
Well, we have seen a total like that being chased in a ground like Ghani. They call it the bowler's graveyard, and that too rightfully so. We can also, the audience cannot see, but so we can. And the Hurricanes are prepping for their next match. The Strikers are in too. Just to let you know that the next match you will be seeing in an hour's time after this one would be Hurricanes versus Strikers, and that will be a treat to watch as well.
So another wicket in the process has fallen, and I think it's just a matter of time now before we are prepping for the next game as well, because it's all Dynamites here tonight. They've been dismissive with the bat, and now they're getting the job done with the ball. And brilliant captaincy as usual by Umar Dogar. Obviously a team that will build up slowly, but certainly looking like one of the teams to beat in this tournament.
Well, I don't know about you, Hamza, but I definitely really feel disappointed. With a tournament like this, you're always expecting to see a fight. They've just been crumbling here and there. But let's just see where it goes on from here.
That is the challenge that the Premier League has brought forward over the years, because we've been covering it with every ball literally that is being bowled out there, and analyzing the teams, and too much talk about the squads and stuff. So the newer teams have tended to struggle, because obviously to begin with in the auction they're not familiar with everyone, so they try to create their own core, try to bring in the players that they usually play with. But this format of the LMS demands a lot more than just creating a core of your own players.
That's definitely true. I think that Awais Khan did not just walk into this match premeditated, but the whole tournament, from the auction, he just got his players on the base price. He wasn't really after any big names. He just wanted people of his own regular team there. That's a big cost to pay. That's a big price to pay for a comfort like that.
Yeah, and once again, Bilawal Bhatti doing a brilliant job out there. He's just running around and covering that area, which is probably the most difficult part of this ground. I've always said that.
Bilawal Bhatti, I believe, is a bronze pick this season, but he's definitely proving to be worthy. I do not think the Dynamites will be trying him with the ball or the bat.
I'd love to see him bowl. I've heard
He's pretty quick. I've actually batted against him in the Champions Trophy, and he's definitely quick. He's nippy. He's just very, very precise. Young talent. He definitely has a good player in the. He's definitely a good player in the making.
Yeah, I mean, eventually, Umar Dogar's strategy of getting to pick a lot of spinners is sort of like working for him, because initially there was a lot of talk around the fact that he couldn't get his hands on a lot of fast, quicker bowlers. But at the end of the day, I think you never really know at the phase 6 ground, because some of the fast bowlers just don't know where to bowl on this wicket. It's just so batting friendly on most occasions.
It is a batting paradise, as I did say while conducting the pitch report. It is what Ghani has to offer every time. He has just gotten it flying out. It's gone for a 6.
We've actually seen the biggest 6 of the night.
Definitely, that's gone with interest and compound interest.
I think that he's just, as we usually say, he smashed it to the next sector.
Absolutely. There's no doubt. Maximum. From the moment it left the bat, it just went flying.
So Fahim Afridi is still out there putting up a bit of a fight here. I think he should probably look to get some runs under his belt at this stage of the tournament. And he gets an outside edge on this occasion. He will get 4 more runs here.
He's caressed it. Poetry in the motion.
So Ismail Siddiqui is certainly finding it difficult to contain Fahim Afridi.
You do have to commend Afridi's determination there. He's not slowing down even after the fall of the total lineup there. He is just ready to fight. He's going to go out, but he's going to go out with a bang, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Fahim Afridi is about. He'll if you go into his range, he'll just keep smashing you out of the park, and you just don't want to be in that range.
And another one. Will it get through? Yes, it has.
So another big hit by Fahim Afridi, another 6 down the ground.
He has just sent it packing like unwanted homework. I have to commend Afridi on this. Definitely getting his experience out there. He is not shying away.
I mean, the run rate is still decent, but obviously if you don't look at the wickets column...
well, as you've said, it's not just swelling up, it is swollen. As swollen as it gets. I do not see...
As swollen as a beaten up boxer's eye.
Definitely.
But nevertheless, I mean, it's good practice for Umar Dogar, checking out all of his bowlers in the first game itself. They still have 3 matches in the group stages itself, and I think Umar Dogar is someone who's already thinking about the next round of the tournament. Well, obviously, he's someone who's very practical. He takes one game at a time, but I think he'll have that at the back of his mind.
What I love about Umar Dogar is his nerves. You know, he's really calm. He's really calculated. He does not get pressure to his head.
Well, Zuhail Butt is certainly someone who knows how to keep the batsman quiet. Starts off with a very good first delivery.
Well,
Tucking up
let's see
Fahim
how.
Afridi for room.
Well, let's see how long he can keep Fahim Afridi quiet. You know, it doesn't. He seems to be in a mood to make some noise tonight.
Well, Fahim Afridi is an open stance player, and if you don't bowl into his area of strength, I think you can certainly keep him quiet. But obviously, not everyone would know that.
Yeah, and I think that they have definitely not found the areas that are weak with Fahim Afridi. He's not really timid with the bat tonight. And that goes to show how much of an experienced player you are, you know, with the position they are in right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, I certainly want to come back to the point that you made earlier regarding Sikandar, and I think the captain will certainly have to realize the fact what Sikandar offers and what he can add to this team.
Well, we can definitely say Sikandar will be pleased by his team's performance tonight. Gives him a chance to play in the next matches. Looks much more likely for him to be in the playing 8 in the next match.
On a light note, yes, but being a cricketer, you always want your team to win, even if you're not in the playing 11 or playing 8.
Well,
But,
I'm sure that's true, but he looks to be a little disgruntled there. You know, with the choice of his captain, he felt that he should have played, and so are the spectators here.
So we will be heading towards a strategic timeout, which will be a norm in this year's Premier League after every 10 overs. So we will see you after 3 minutes.
एक ही प्रोजेक्ट है पहला 4500 आज क्या 3 साल से ऑफर कर रहे हैं हां फिर बंद रहा है ना एक साल स्ट्रांग तो है अच्छी अवेलेबिलिटी 16.5 17 जो अच्छी है बिहारी की 1200 प्रॉपर बैठ गया वो सरकारी है वो सारे बिहारी की लगाते हैं क्योंकि वो 11-1200 मिलती है
उसकी शर्ट में नहीं है जो रिप्लेस नहीं हुआ लड़का
And the strategic timeout is over. We are back. And let's see what the last part of the match has to bring for us.
So
Can the
Shayan,
Gladiators do it? Do you think they're still in the match though, Hamza?
somebody who understands the game would certainly would see that.
Whoa! Well,
I don't think
that was
so.
a very, very dangerous thing to
Unless-
do for Shayan. We have seen injuries happening right and left there in the last franchise. Just trying to catch it there. It just snicked off his fingers.
Well, I think if
We did see
Afridi-
Zubi getting injured like this last innings,
Yeah.
if you might remember that.
last year, I
Yes,
think. Yeah.
yes. Shayan to bowl in, and will it get through? Yes, it does. It's gone for a 4.
Yeah, I think if Freedy can get to his half century as quick as possible, and then the last guy comes into bat, maybe gives away his wicket, or I don't know,
Well, I don't think that it would be really, really fair or really smart even to just give away his wicket, considering that there is only Afridi behind to back him up.
But then at the end of the day, it's only Afridi who can clear the boundary comfortably, which is obviously the order of the day so far. So outside edge once again, 2 boundaries already of 2 balls.
Well, the bowler's smiling on his way back. He doesn't seem to be pressured too much. Shayan has been bowling well.
Well, he's trying to hit the stumps. He's trying to bowl full, which is obviously the right way to go at this stage. But
There's not much left to do in the match, so just a couple of wickets and they're done for. The Gladiators.
sensibly
Better
played.
delivery, sensibly played though. They are going to run for a double.
So Fahim Afridi working hard to get to his half century. He's looked good. Obviously, he's run out of partners. I mean, in a bit of support out there, I think things would have looked very interesting.
While it might feel that it's over for the Gladiators, as they say in cricket, it's not over until the last ball is bowled. So we can't really just lose hope, or well, the Gladiators can't really just lose hope right now.
So there, you bringing out the Navjot Singh Sidhu out there once again.
Well, I think that's like my inner Navjot Singh Sidhu is like,
Your
that's my
mantra.
element, yeah,
Your
that's
guru.
my element, yeah.
So we've gotten ourselves to the end of 11 overs, and the Gladiators are 108 for the loss of 5 wickets. Still 9 overs to be bowled, but they've got a huge ask in 121 runs, which are still needed to be chased. And Fahim Afridi is the lone ranger out there, and obviously I think he should.
And what are we seeing here? They have given the rookie Bilawal Bhatti the ball. Well, there's no time like this to experiment the new bowler. They're bronze pick. This is a very, very good time. This is a very good strategy. Just test him out for the future matches. Let's see if he's got that fire in him, the same fire that he's shown in the field. Let's see. And a good delivery there.
Yes, he starts off with a good delivery outside off.
He looks quick. He looks quick, as quick as he is in the field. I think that Umar has done a good job in bringing him. He has the opportunity to test him out for the future matches in a position like this when there's not much risk, and that will go for a 4.
This time through the covers, and obviously somebody will have to come to Bilawal and tell him to not bowl outside off to Fahim Afridi. I think the best possible line to be bowling to Fahim Afridi is towards his pads or into his body. I think he's not.
Well, let's
At his
just hope
best.
that it does not, the one boundary does not shake the newcomer like this, and he just stays in his element. If he can just get a wicket, it would be a big win for him tonight. And he's again kept it too wide towards the off. the fielder has saved the boundary, but that was not a good delivery. Still gotten a double off that. He really needs to bring the ball in and keep it wicket to wicket.
The fielder giving away a needless run there, an extra run there, bringing Fahim Afridi back onto the strike. He's already on 48, so the fielder should have done better there.
I feel that it's just fumbles and misfields are just the way of tonight. It's a no ball. I think that it has gotten to his nerves a bit, but let's see if he can recover from that.
Well, he looks like a talent. I will have no arguments in saying that, but obviously he needs someone to be talking to him at this point.
Well, let's see. That's a free hit. I'm actually rooting for the Gladiators to perform well on this ball, and it's another wide.
And an extra run given away by the wicket keeper.
It's just fathoms me what they're doing. So it's just fathoms me what they're doing. 3 off this ball, they shouldn't have. But I think they're not too
Well, actually,
worried.
it's 4 off this ball. I think he's already gotten to his 50. Yes, he has, and Fahim Afridi will have to walk out.
Well, who's left to come in, Hamza?
Well, we'll just find out in a moment. But yeah, I mean, if Fahim Afridi can somehow come back to the crease, you know, as quick as
Khan
possible.
himself has showed up. Let's see
that will
if
be
he
the best
can
way.
do well. He's more of a bowler than a batsman. Well, that explains him at the bottom of the batting order. But let's see
Shall
if he
he
can just
or should he sacrifice his wicket, Ali?
I feel that he shouldn't. I think he should just stay on the wicket for a while. There's still around 8 overs to go, and there's a lot that can be done. If he just plays sensibly, rotates the strike, does not waste much deliveries, they can definitely wait a little to before they have to bring Fahim Afridi in.
I personally feel that if he sacrifices his wicket, Fahim Afridi has got 8 overs to play.
But who's there to back him up if he falls?
Nothing. Is just go out there and it's all out. I mean, if you get it, you get it, and if you don't, you don't. Because if they're gonna,
Another misfield by the wicket keeper.
if he stays out there, I think the run rate will go up, and then obviously when Fahim Afridi comes out later, I think it's you know, inaccessible for him to do anything. So
That's not a good bowling start for Bilawal Bhatti. He has not shown like the bright star that he has been in the field.
well, it's only early days, and I think he's got the whole tournament to find his rhythm somewhere down the line. But
I just feel that it was a good opportunity for him to just prove his worth with the ball.
yeah, I think he should have been told to bowl more wicket to wicket.
Yes.
He was a bit
He's given a lot of space,
outside off,
a lot of
and
room
yeah.
for the batsman to play, and that is not played to his advantage. So I feel that he could have done more. And what a lousy way to play that ball. He just walked in. What was that? That was absolutely foolish.
I think he
if I
wanted
have-
to smash it off his toes, maybe, or something. But yeah, I mean,
But like in a position like that, I would not recommend that. That is not the sensible way to be playing.
yeah, I think he should look to find the middle of the bat more than anything else. But
I
let's
think
see.
he is more aligned with your approach of getting Fahim Afridi back in. He's just risking it all. I personally believe that he should do differently here, but
I think they should look to get Fahim Afridi out there because he's their last
I think they can wait.
card
A
that
good
they
2
can
overs.
offer on the table.
He is struggling there. Awais Khan, he is not a batsman, and that shows.
But yeah, I mean, talking about Gladiators, Ali, how far do you see them going in this tournament? Do you see a comeback from them in the next game, or
Well, based on tonight's performance, I'm sorry, but I do not see them getting too far. If they do change their habits a bit, if they do change the way that they have been playing premeditatedly, and just making the decisions based on their own players, I feel that they could stand a chance, but not so much based on tonight's performance. We see supporters lining up in the dugout. There are some players here who are just rooting for the Strikers or the Hurricanes. I think that they've called this match off in their books, and they're just waiting for the next big show.
Yeah, I mean, talking about the next game, I think it's a huge game as well. You know, two very talented sides will be going head to head in the next game.
Well, what do you have to say about Raja Uzair's Hurricanes? I've heard that. Well, I've not heard. I've analyzed more. Like it's a weaker side. I feel he has not been really successful in the auction, and it looks like a weaker team when it comes to the more balanced teams in this tournament.
Well, on
And they
paper,
have brought Bilawal Bhatti back again. That was a much better delivery. Just gone for a single. Let's see if he can just, prove his worth now.
on paper, I would agree with the shot, but
I do not see what he's been doing.
Well,
he has not learned from his words with him could make a difference. But like nothing exciting going on with him could make a difference. But like nothing exciting going on lately since Fahim Afridi is gone. So I might be coming in with your opinion now that it is time to bring Fahim Afridi back in if they do want to just come up with a fighting total, if not a winning one.
yeah, I mean, somebody needs to go out there and remind the captain that it's better
Maybe
if they try bringing Fahim Afridi back onto the wicket rather than trying to waste deliveries here. So yeah, but regardless.
Well, there has been a change of bat there, but let's see if that could help them. Well, there's not much that has been helping them tonight anyway, so maybe this can. And it is a wicket. He's a goner.
So finally,
A break.
Ismail has gotten rid of the captain Awais, which will bring Fahim Afridi back onto the crease.
I do not know if the Dynamites will be happy about that or sad, but that's definitely at a time like this when there's
Yeah, I mean,
everything to lose. A wicket definitely makes a number of that one.
Yeah, I mean, coming back to the point we made earlier, 50 runs too many. Because if you look at the total, I think if Fahim Afridi had something around 60 to 70 runs to play with here at this point of time, I probably wouldn't have written off Gladiators, personally speaking. But I think 94 is still a bit too much, too big an ask, even for someone like Fahim Afridi. But I think even if he gets his team closer to the mark, I think he should be some sort of encouragement.
Let's
for
ask your
the
prediction
captain.
now, Hamza. What do you think? You were a little distraught by the fact that I did not get your predictions in. Let's see if you're accurate now. What do you think is going to be their total tonight?
I think they're going to lose by somewhere around 40-45 runs.
Well, that does seem plausible. That does seem like a decent prediction. I will reserve my predictions after one good one tonight. I'll just leave it at that. It's gone for a 4. Another boundary under Fahim Afridi's belt, bringing his total up to 58 of 19 deliveries. That is an absolutely beautiful batting display by Fahim Afridi. But as they say, cricket is not a one-man show. It is a team sport. He's hit it, and it has gone out of the ground, it's gone out of the boundary, and it's gone for a 6. Fahim Afridi is on fire tonight. It's a shame that he does not have a team to support his performance.
Well, Fahim Afridi, yes, on his merry way, and obviously short of partners here tonight. I think if somebody had looked to support him, could have made a huge difference. But I think to begin
Another good
with,
shot. Another good shot. It's gotten to Ismail, but
there should have been a 2 there. Sloppy running by the batsman. Fahim Afridi should have been
on the strike. Yes.
back onto the strike. But nevertheless, yeah, I mean to come back to the Gladiators about what they can do better in the next game is, firstly to
Bring Sikandar in.
Well, one, yes, bring Sikandar in, and secondly, put up a better bowling display, to be honest. I think they are a team who can chase something around 170, 180. But I think anything beyond that might be...
But who do you think
big of an
Sikandar
ask.
would be replacing tonight in the next match?
Well, obviously that is for the captain and whoever is making the decisions.
Could be Malik Shahir
for
Awan.
them to decide. But I think Malik Shahir Awan showed some very good prospect with the bat. So I think he's somebody who should stay in the team. I think they could probably replace any one of the bowlers.
Well, I just really hope that Awais Khan's bias towards his own team does not dictate his strategy for the next match, and that he does have more of a thought into who he picks for the next match.
Yes, I agree, and obviously he'll have to go back
The
to
power
the
surge is on. I'm really sorry to cut you off. The power surge is on. Let's see if they can capitalize. Afridi is not on strike. They have bowled a wide.
So I think Afridi should have been at the strike for this power surge over. But let's see if Vikas can just take a single and try to bring Fahim Afridi back on strike for this.
Oh wow, that is a sight to watch. The bat has just flown off his hands.
Well, once again, inexperience showing there. He should have looked to take a single and brought in Fahim Afridi for this over, but instead he just tries to go after the bowler, someone like Shayan Chaudhary. Is not easy to go after if you're a tail-ender, obviously.
Absolutely.
And I think he's added more misery for his team here. I think they still have 5 good overs to play, and I think he should have taken a single there and
He's just
supported Fahim Afridi. But then yes, again inexperience. So I'll come back to your
dismissal at
question.
that point is just devastating.
I'll come back to your question. Vikas can be one of those players who can be replaced by Sikandar.
Definitely.
So Shayan,
He's just gotten a bit up. Will that be caught? And yes, it has. It has ended the match for Gladiators. What a victory for the Dynamites.
what a catch by Zohaib, but
It had gone up into the lights, comebacks, and just
brilliant catch, and what a statement by Umar Dogar and his team.
The fielder just looks like it. He was born with
Well,
gloves on.
I'm short by 35, 40 runs.
Oh,
as far as the
definitely,
prediction was
definitely.
concerned.
Looks like it was better with me
I
not
think if
having
it-
your prediction.
I think if
Don't you?
Vikas had taken a single there, we probably would have seen them losing by 45 runs. But nevertheless,
Well, it
big
would be
win by the Dynamites, and
It would be safe to say that Dynamites have absolutely decimated their opposition tonight, and what a display by Dynamites! It has just
well, it was a
been
one-sided affair, ladies and gentlemen. The first game of the Premier League 2025.
not
We
much
will-
of a nail biter that you were expecting, don't you?
We will see you in the next game after the break. So do join me and Ali Mazhar.
See you soon.
चलो बंद अगला वो खोलें